What's up? It's Sean with CMT Water Housings. We're going to be unboxing a brand new water housing. Yours will arrive just like this, except with your name here versus a blank box. Your housing, a couple stickers, and a small box with the O-ring and some lube in there. First thing you notice, your housing will have a nice weave. These things are a custom handmade carbon fiber. We have a great laminator guy. He does an awesome job at everybody's housing that we send out here. This thing is weighing in at about 2 pounds 7 ounces with the backplate attached. Comes with hard anodized aluminum, all hardware included. So, first thing you're going to want to do is get your back plate off. All of these controls on here are adjustable. You can twist them clockwise or counterclockwise to either extend them out a little bit or bring them back in if anything happened to shift. Well, it isn't shipping, but everything should line up perfectly fine. Another thing to be aware of is once you push these in, this the tab on the inside, the T, can come out of its little socket that's supposed to be in there. So you want to make sure that everything's sitting flush, and that way it's not pushing any controls awkwardly into your camera. Go ahead and open up your hardware set. You'll have one extra wing nut just in case you lose one. An extra set of stickies for grips for the pistol. A thing of silicone grease as well as the O-ring that will go on the male port while it's going on. And your adapter to attach to your camera. This is a Canon 1DX Mark II. So first thing you want to do is make sure your shutter works correctly. I recommend just plugging it in, giving it a test fire. As you're putting your camera into the housing, make sure that you're pulling the cord out to get it out of the way. If it were to land on the front side of this, that could it could tilt the camera a little bit and set the controls out of place. Just make sure to give it a firm press so it's sitting nice at the front, flush with the front of the housing. The excess cord, you're going to make sure to put it down just below the pistol, and make sure that as you're putting the back plate on, you never get the cord caught on this side. That would kill the gasket. You can use the lube to lube the back plate before taking your camera into the water. I'll just use one that's already opened up here. Just a dab, a hair around the gasket, just enough to change the color of it. It doesn't need to go swimming. Your housing will go swimming inside. And then once you have your lube on there, it's not a bad idea to just have a paper towel handy. And just clean it off. It doesn't only need a little, goes a long way. Also, once the back plate of the gasket is lubed, when you attach the back plate, you'll be able to see it a little bit. It just helps you see that the camera is sealed in there and well protected. Also, while you're putting your housing in, you're going to make sure that you have the viewfinder detached from your camera, otherwise the back plate will not line up. So once you have your wing nuts on flush against the gasket, just a little bit more than snug on these guys. They don't need to kill the gasket, but you want to make sure it's tight enough to protect your thing. But you know, just an easy turn on. So now that this thing is sealed up and ready to go, if you can look closely, you'll see that it's darkened. The color's darkened slightly on the gasket through the acrylic. You can see that it has a nice seal throughout the whole area of the house. The O-ring comes attached. There's also a second O-ring in your bag. It's a good idea to also lube your O-ring. Comes right off. You just take just a dab and just run it around. Make sure you're inspecting it. There's no cracks, no weird, no weird imperfections. Next thing you like to do is thread the inside of the female side of the port versus the outside. It can be a little bit messy. So you're going to lube those with just another little bit of lube. It'll hold it in there pretty well. So you just enough to get in there. Once that's ready to go, tighten this down. So once you feel a bite on there, not just about about a quarter turn patch should be enough to seal your housing. You also want to inspect around the O-ring to make sure that there are no herniations or that the O-ring is not bulging out from the side. At this point, you're pretty much ready to shoot. We recommend taking your housing out at least 1 or 2 times without your camera in it to make sure that everything's sealed up and you have the controls down before you take your camera in the water.